This one goes out to Serious Potato Bot. Oh, God. Afternoon, homeowner. Thank you. What is it's B flat in there? Hey, J-Fans, what's going on? Randomly strumming your guitar does not equal music. Randomly strumming your guitar doesn't. Can you, like, shut up? No, you're stuck with me. Oh, boy. Oh, we are truly screwed then, huh? Ah. Man, I suck at this when I'm not sick. Okay. Hey, I don't know if you guys could I don't know if you guys could tell, but I got the guitar working last night. You know what the thing is? You know what the thing is about working 40 hours a week? I literally run out of things to do. I'm dead serious. I've done like oh man, hang on. Ramen check. Oh. Okay, the ramen is good, and that's the only thing that's keeping me going right now. I ran out of things to do last night, Blue. Dude, I ran out of stuff to do. What's going on? You just got your ham radio license 2 days ago, so I've been on that radio a lot. You now have a daughter, J-Fans. Be getting into real-world amateur rocketry. You really sparked my passion to rockets in space. Thank you so much. I'm forever in your debt. Oh, dude. Amateur rocketry never used to do anything for me. It never used to do anything for me, Jay. And a week ago, I went to Spaceport America Cup and saw some real high-powered rocketry. No, I get it. Yeah, no, I get it. I want to do that too. Is that why you started watching Tiradra? Yes. Ford just announced the next Crown Vic. Okay. Have I seen this? What is this? Oh, look at this. That's cute. Yeah, it's a real grade game for the Switch. I'm having ramen. I'm sorry. I'm eating on stream. You could judge me. I don't care. I have COVID. I reject your judgment. Perfect ramen scoop there. Oh, it was perfect. How you feeling today? Guys, Chief, I don't feel bad. The thing about COVID is that it lingers. It's annoying as hell. It's just lingering. It's not going away, but it's not getting worse either, but it's slowly getting better. Like, if that makes any sense. Yeah. By the way, I did a thing. I sent you a Discord DM. Dead to me. Why you buy a truck that looks like... You know where they got the idea for the front of that truck, Myth? A frigging Pontiac Aztek. For some reason, GM thought it would be a good idea to rehire the designer of the Pontiac Aztek, the guy that's solely responsible, arguably, for tanking Pontiac completely, and put that fascia on the front of their trucks. Legit no Super Duties anywhere? Yeah, because Fords are the one that do work. Oi, mate. Oh, I guess you got tier 2 resub in there. Thank you very much, mate. Tier 2, 57 months. I have an idea for a chain of Elvis steakhouses. It will be for people who love meat tender.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Joseph, 22-month resub. Yeah, Duramax, okay. The 10-speed is in the Fords too, so. Nobody's talking to you, serious? You ever think of that, you prick? Hey, Juice Pop, thanks for gifting the sub, dude. Soupy. You can give a sub to Soupy, too. I'm using amateur rocketry to advance into the really high-powered rockets and hopefully a long shot, but I'm still taking aim on to get up to nasty-level rockets. Dude, I certainly know the people nowadays. The F-150 was dying hard, so it had to be done. Yeah, mod motors, what do you want? So I'm going to finish up my ramen, guys, and then we'll get started. I'm trying to eat this while it's hot so it clears my sinuses out so I can actually speak today. COVID's just lingering, dude. It's just lingering. It's so annoying. It just won't go away. So here, we could put this on in the meantime. Thought you guys would appreciate this. Hell yeah. Oh, you hear some drones buzzing in the background. When they going to light that thing up, that one, that's number 4. Jim, that one ain't going nowhere. 7 should be within the next couple of weeks. Yeah, they cut booster 5 in half. They probably cut 5 in half to put 4 in its place, if I had to guess. Once again, fellas, I'm not usually one to eat on stream. I need the ramen right now to clear my sinuses. What happened with the tank test? It didn't pop, so the E-Dome proved... Look, I don't know. It really depends if it completed all their test objectives. Look at that, Mifford. You want clear sinuses, buy you some OC spray? Pete, I was thinking about going to my parents' house and getting the smelling salts, man. I don't know if that's going to do what I think it's going to do, but... I see it's well tied down. Part of me would have a fear of that thing tipping over, though. Yeah, Potzer, I know what it looks like, but if you look at the SPMTs right here, see these? The SPMTs are running enough counterweight to outweigh the booster, believe it or not. That's why the booster doesn't go anywhere. No Sudafed or anything? Dude, I'm popping pills like M&Ms, man. I have Sudafed, whatever my doctor prescribed me. I forget what it is. It's some kind of bronchial steroid or something. Hell, I'm trying to fire on all cylinders to try and go back to normal. I got to get back to my schedule, man. MLV won't build itself. Yeah, Potts, it's going around, dude. It's going around. As everybody starts moving around for the summer, it's going to happen. You like the clouds? At least your voice isn't screwed. Yeah, it was screwed the other day, Jack. But yeah, is that 4? Yeah, 4 is moving away from the launch site. And we have, that's right, we have SF-12 today. ULA, USSF. You like the cop car? It's an Explorer. No. Jay, I don't think that's what it is. I'm not going to say the name right. It's like methyl xylophone or something. We'll just say methyl xylophones and call it a day.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Xylophones, you know? Xylophones on meth. Is mayonnaise an instrument? You don't think the Cameron County Sheriff thought they would be doing such work? Yeah. I'm pretty sure everybody that lives down there, with the exception of a few, is pretty damn happy what's going on here. It's millions of dollars being invested into the community, man. That's why, you know, when factories go under, the whole town that they're usually in go under. You know, I would never want that happening here. Just millions? That M will become a B sooner rather than later, Sir Nine, I think. Yeah, if someone stole your truck. So once again, fellas, we're just watching this real quick. I'm just having some ramen here real fast so I can clear my sinuses out. Then we'll play Kerbal. I usually don't eat on stream, but I literally ran out of time and I didn't want to not be here. I'm just trying to clear my sinuses out because COVID's just lingering, man. Hey, Micon, I'm doing all right. This sucks, dude. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. It's not fun. Want clear sinuses? Wasabi? That will do something. Clear your sinus. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do it that way. I don't know if I need my sinuses that clean, dude. Oh, the ramen broth. I can breathe. It's a miracle. Hey, Ish, what's going on? I've produced more snot in the past week than I have in like the past 3 years. Thanks, Linux. Appreciate it, man. That's been a long battle. It's not TMI. Okay, we're done. Let's go. When do you move in? About a month, Linux. Alright. So. Done, stream over? No. It's time to play Kerbal. Are you gonna get any pets? I don't know. I don't know, man. Yeah, we would want one, but also, Jim, I have to keep reminding myself of one thing. I'm poor. Got no money. Done any 3D modeling lately? I finally got into Blender and it's pretty good. I've tried twice before, but the old UI was such a pain. At least you're going to be house poor. That eventually leads to not being as poor. Yeah, that's right. I'm poor for now, so pet's probably not going to happen right away. Maybe later. Now that my ginger ale is done, we will go cold to hot and have hot coffee. Built Bird Tough. That's right, man. You know, Riot, do you know why people always say, oh, found on road dead, haha, that's the acronym. I'm smart and I'm a Chevy guy, and if there's more than like 5 letters, I can't come up with a dumb acronym, right? You know why people say that? Because Fords are actually the ones out doing work. Chevy just sits in the garage all day and looks pretty. I love my Fords. I have 3 Fords and a Dodge, an old Dodge, so you know it's a good Dodge. You gotta realize how hard it was not to get a Ford, but to be honest, I went through 4 F-150s that were nothing but problems, man. Super hard call. Riot, I gotta show these fools. We gotta show these fools.
Go and throttle up.
Oh, yeah. Right, you see that thing? You see that crap box right there? First of all, look at the quarters. Look at the quarters. Anybody in the Rust Belt? Look at the quarters. Look at the quarters. Nothing. No rust. I drove that thing from frickin' Compton to Massachusetts, and it took it like a champion. And then that's the rest of me just linking memes. You want to buy it? Druid, what's that? A 69 Grand Prix. Alright, let me take a look. What is this? Craigslist. You want to buy this? How much is it? Oh, for 3 G's, you can do better. Is it 300, not 3,000? Yeah, Linux, yeah. Move that comma over to the left one and then, or to the right one, and then we got a deal. That doesn't really make sense. 300 bucks. This dude, Truid. No, we can, dude. I can broker and find you a better car than this. That's a cool car. Don't get me wrong. And dude, the patina is rad. But okay, I'll show you a big trouble spot. All right, look. See right there? That's Bondo. No. And look, the rust is going through the Bondo. See that? Dude, there is a nightmare. A nightmare underneath this rocker panel. I can guarantee you that. There's a nightmare. There's no metal under there. It's all just rust that's just kind of sitting in place. I also noticed that there's Bondo right there. And right there. What the hell happened to this thing? And also, look, you're missing... There's no structure back here. Look, see how jagged that is? No good. Now, don't get me wrong. Your quarter up here is nice and smooth. But I do see something right there. And then I also see something right there. Further telling me that this guy, along with the snow tires that the guy has on there, that this thing was driven in Minnesota. It was driven in the winters in Minnesota. Because look, guy's got a snow tire on the rear with a Krieger. See what I'm talking about, dude? Now, Chief, I'm alright, thank you. So, Drew, this is a nice car. It's a cool car. That's a lot of work. No, it's all good, Chief. Don't worry about it. It's just the camera. The camera makes me look all weird colors because I had my hat on in New Mexico. Like, people are commenting, like, why you, like, look like 3 different colors? It's because I had my hat on. And I'm not tan where my hat was, but I am tan where my hat wasn't. See that? You could see literally where I had my hat on. Right there. It's not tan. I got farmer's tan on my head. And I'm sweating up a storm. Potzer, look at this. Ready? Ready? Watch this. See what I mean? So, okay, anyway. Druid, back to this. This is... Oh, it's a lot of work, dude. It's a lot of work. There's a lot of good parts here. The rims, really good. The guy's got the grill, got everything. The car seems pretty damn complete, and it looks like somebody did take care of this. But I would also be wondering why the whole license plate bezel is crooked. I'm wondering if somebody hit this car in the back. Let me look at this picture too. She's been sitting. What motor is in it? Are you gonna buy that? No, it's a viewer. Something a viewer. 69 GP. 4. It's got. Oh, it's a big block. Or no. 400, 350 horsepower motor, automatic trans. So it's got a probably got a turbo 400 or a turbo 350 behind it. Consoles and it's rough. Druid, like if you wanted to get that car back to like a running and driving shell, like that's it, you know, no rust at the very least. 5Gs. 5Gs worth of body work, and that's like if you do it yourself. You take it to a body shop, it's like 15 grand worth of labor on that car. Easily. The rockers are shot. They're shot. I know because the Coronet's rockers are shot too. I'm gonna have to fix that, but I'm about to have a place to do that, so I ain't worried. I mean, Miv, it'd be, you know what you should do? You know it'd be good, Druid, if you took this car for the parts, buy this thing for the parts, and then find a shell. Find a shell. I mean, this car does have a lot of straight parts on it. It could be cleaned up. But, I mean, okay, so, Druid, another thing that I'm noticing here, dude, and believe me, this is what I love doing. And when we, you know, if I ever not be house poor, we can do stuff like this, fellas. But, okay, Druid, I noticed another red flag. Or a black flag, I should say. Look at this quarter. What can you tell me about the left front fender versus the right front fender? So, it's very clear that this car is factory or was painted red. I don't know if it's factory. It might be. It might not be. You could put the Coronet on a rotisserie. Yep. That's right, Creeper. They are different color. Has this thing been hit before? Has this car been hit? Why is this a different color? This is the kind of game you gotta play. And trust me, this is a really hard game to play as a car guy. You want the car. You want it. You want to fix it. But unless you're like me, where I can buy a straight up piece of junk and fix it, right? And then in the future, I can work on it. I can make money off working on it. Like, theoretically, with what I do, the harder the car, the more content I can make, right? So, like, unless you have like a supplementary means of income, right? This is going to be hard to do anything with, because you got to think about resale when you buy a car, or you don't. I mean, Druid, if your mind is intent on this car and you have the disposable income to fix it, just do it. But you're not going to ever see any money out of it. But then again, I didn't buy the 97 to get money out of it. I bought the 97 because I wanted a 97. Even 59 F100s to this day, they don't really fetch a good amount. They're rare, but they're rare for the wrong reasons. So, how many cars can be parked on the front lawn in the new house? As many as I want, Snickers Dad, but I'd have to check with the town ordinances. So, I'm wondering if this car got hit, Truid, because look, alright, just, once again, could be nothing. They could have just repainted it. But you have Bondo in the quarter again. See, there's definitely Bondo down there. Look at how much Bondo is in the door. Bondo is body filler. You use that to cover up holes, guys. That rocker, I will bet you dollars to donuts that rocker is shot too. Like I said, this guy whoever did this drove this thing in the snow. It was somebody's daily. But, alright, so now I'm starting to notice things. Look, you have a replaced quarter here. Look at the core support. Look at the upper mount for the core support. It's all bent. See? It's all bent right there. Did this thing get hit? That's what I'd be wondering now. Because if the whole thing got hit when it was rusty, now your entire front suspension won't track right, because it'll be like this because it got hit on one side. And on top of the rust, it'll be really hard to fix because you have no datum. Your datum is off center. So if you did go and try and restore this after it's been hit, this is why cars get totaled so easily. Because if you hit enough of the structure to screw up the relationship between like the front and rear wheels, they total the car. Oh yeah, easily. So, Trude, once again, that guy's 3,000 firm. The car is complete. I'm not sure it's worth 3 Gs. I'd probably go at him with 2 in cash and be like, yo, maybe. I don't think he'd accept 100 or 1,000, but yeah, the guy says firm or he'll part the car out. I mean, it's got everything there. It's fairly complete. $3,000, I guess, in this day and age isn't bad. I have to adjust my mind, guys, because I haven't really gone and bought a car in a long time. But, I mean, true, just food for thought. My Coronet, complete, running and driving, I got for $1,400. That's the Dodge. And the Dodge still runs. Guys, that car runs and drives. I hadn't started it in a year, and I was cleaning stuff out of my parents' house a couple weekends ago. And I put a battery on it, sprayed some car cleaner down the carb, and the thing started right away. And it just started driving around, no problem. Hadn't started it in a year. I got that car for $1,400. I mean, it's got a Chrysler LA engine in it. It's not gonna break. $2K in this economy, I suppose, isn't bad, Element. We have to curtail our expectations now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, in normal times, that's a $7,000 car, you know? Or not 7,000, 700. Yeah, this thing even 2 or 3 years ago, yeah, $1,000. $1,000 would be my high end. I would not go higher than that. Once again, Truid, red flag. He's got snow tires on the rear wheels. See the snow tire? No. So, I mean, what's it worth to you? We could go find you another Grand Prix if you want. I bet you could find something way better. Hey, Ron, 4-month resub. Thank you. I've been looking for a project, but I'll keep looking. What are you looking for, Trude? Yeah, Finn, that's a frame off resto candidate. The rockers are shot. The rockers on the shell are junk. Frame off resto. Oh, I saw it, Hellfish. Want a project car? Get an MG. I said project car, not never-ending project car. Yeah, Element. Dude, I thought the rust out here on the coast was bad. I saw rust I had never seen before when I went to the junkyard in Michigan with Brimo's dad to get parts for the 97. I went to the junkyard and I saw trucks that had rusted in ways I didn't even think were possible. I saw a leaf spring shackle on an OBS Ford, on a 95 OBS F250. A rear leaf spring shackle was rotted off. How does that even happen? That's like one of the strongest components on the entire car. How does that even happen? You're not wrong. How does that... Ideally something late 60s, early 70s, but I understand those are not only what everybody wants, but also disappearing. Okay, Truid, you want the 5-head solution? You want the 5-head solution? Here's your 5-head solution. This is what I did in 2013 because I wanted a car from the 60s as well. See this? We ain't affording this anytime soon. A 67 Chevelle SS, two-door post. That's actually no post. That's a no post car with a big block. We ain't afforded anything like that for a while, right? Here's the key. This is where you're gonna find a good deal. Right there. Same exact car with 4 doors. That's what my Coronet is. I don't give a frick. I don't care. I don't care. My Dodge, the 69 Coronet it's a sedan. I don't care. Doesn't bother me. It's the same car. So like, check this out. So like, I'm not affording one of these. That's like a $40,000 car. 69 RT 444 speed car? Yeah, no, we ain't affording that. That's not happening. So we go sedan. It's the same damn car. You could bolt all the parts on. The only part you can't bolt on from that other car to this car is the doors. But it's the exact same shape, exact same underpinning, same chassis, same everything. Because you ain't finding one of these in this condition. But 4 doors are everywhere. They made way more of those than they made coupes because they wanted to make a car that people wanted. See, look, right there. Oh, hey, I've sat in that car before. That exact car. Don't ask me how or why. Price differential? I can't speak to right now, Chief, but what I can speak to is in the past. So, In 2014 or 2013, I bought the Dodge. I bought the 69, right? And I got that 69 for $1,400. It has all the doors, obviously. The trunk, it has a little bit of rust here and there. It has a lot more rust now because I let it sit, but I can fix it. It's no problem. Running and driving, transmission work, engine works, everything works. Pretty much complete, right? I bought it in 2013 for $1,400. $1,400. Running and driving car from the 60s. I did the brakes on it. I completely redid all the brakes because 60s era components with brakes is kind of a death trap. So I redid all the brakes, all the brake lines, and I just cleaned everything up. I did the water pump on it, and it's been basically that since. I rebuilt the carburetor, and then you're good. That's done, right? So all told, Chief, I probably put like 3 G's into it. So say I bought the car for $1,400 to put $1,600 worth of work into it. If I wanted that same exact car in 2013, a 2-door version of that, $10,000. So I'm $3,000 into the Coronet, probably $4,000 now, if I had to guess. Like all told, that's like oil, changing the oil and everything. That could be $14,000, and that's the price you pay for 2 doors. It was a $10,000 difference 9 years ago. I don't want to know what it is now. Oh, Tessa, the wagons are sick. Have you ever seen here? Actually, they did make a 69 Coronet wagon. Look. And it is awesome looking. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. It's cherry, dude. I really like it. I know, Tessa, I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. That thing is so legit. You had a 1970 4-door Gran Torino during college. That's a great car, Surfer. How and why? Yeah. The Coronet, you just got to know where to look, dudes. Look, hunting for a good car is just that. It's hunting. You got to be patient. You got to look. You got to look around. I looked around a long time for that Coronet, and then I found it. Yeah. Actually, Tessa, you know what? You know what I like? Hold on. I like the Country Squire. Look at this thing. This is a mid-60s Ford sedan. Look at this freaking boat of a car. So, the reason why I like the 65 Country Squires is because that's real wood. That isn't a veneer. They had real wood trim on this car, which is, dude, that is classy right there. I don't know why you'd want a F-150 when Ford's motto is found on road dead. Yeah, somebody has to do the work, Brian. You know, we all can't just... You know what? I'm not going to say that. Let's just say you do intimate things with your car in the garage, and we'll call it a day while the Ford's out doing work. If gasoline wouldn't be $2.20 per liter... Yeah. First car was a Rambler. Nice, Mycon. All right, let's get into building a rocket, shall we? Yeah, Alucard, it'll come back down. I think the fuel prices will come back down sooner rather than later, when we realize we can't legislate our way into making more energy. That may have been a little bit of a controversial thing to say, but it's true. We can't just wish energy out of hopes and dreams, you know what I'm saying? It'll come back down. I actually still can taste things, Element. Can't really smell anything, though. Actually, hold on. Here. Burt's Bees. Let me see if I can smell something. Oh, no. I can smell that. I can smell something. Yeah, Hip, I got the COVID coming back from New Mexico. It's, I see why, let me just put it to you like this. I see why people don't like COVID. This is so annoying. Not that, who does, right? It's so annoying, dude. Ugh. The first couple of nights, dude, were pretty bad. Like, I had a nasty fever, and I remember, like, I was taking a cold shower, and I'm like, oh, this feels so good. And Brimo comes in, she goes, no, sweetheart, you're supposed to be taking a cold shower. I'm like, what? I am taking a cold shower. I look at the temperature knob on the shower. I look at the spigot on the shower, and it's cranked full hot, and I'm still cold. I'm like, oh, that's not good. Yeah, JuiceBot, it just kind of lingers, right? It's just lingering, dude. Yeah, Alti, I had a fever for about 12 hours, and then it went away. And ever since then, it's like my body's, I can feel it, like my body's just dealing with the fallout that was caused here. Like we are a construct of cells. No, it's picking up, like we're picking up the pieces. Like there was a war zone that went off in 12 hours, right? And then my body's just picking up all the freaking fallout from it. Yeah, Finn, guys, I'm very careful about that stuff. Like I don't work out, but I do take vitamins every day. Every day. Vitamin D, I try to have vitamin C, zinc, stuff like that. And this is like this is the first time getting COVID, believe it or not. This is the first time I've ever gotten it. I take my vitamins. Yeah. You know, you'll strengthen, you'll buff your immune system doing that. And even now, like I mean, it's not. I mean, you won't buff your immune system like a vaccine would. A vaccine will do the same thing, you know. You know, you just gotta hedge your bets. Like, and don't get me wrong, I have that too. But if you do both of those things, you're really gonna, it'll be really hard for you to get sick. You sold my vitamins. You sold my vitamins. I'm all out of jelly beans. Yeah, AJ, exactly. I'm sweating. I'm sweating like crazy, dude. I'm sweating right now. It's not even that hot in here. I'm like, that's what I've noticed this entire week. I've sweat out. Like, I'm drinking a lot of water, and I just sweat it right out. It's crazy. But yeah. Fellas, if I sound kind of hoarse, or if you see me, I'm like, that's because, yeah, no, COVID. It is what it be. At 1 minute 30 seconds, you start getting sound of the engines. What would be the thumps before the rumble gets there? I want to actually get into playing Kerbal here, but all right, last thing before we jump back in. Let's go. Oh, that's good, Brian. Brian, it's probably part of it is because I have my speaking voice. If I talk normally, this is what I sound like. Yeah. Yeah, this is what I'm sounding like, not with EJ's speaking voice. I have a streaming voice, and it's like this. The reason why it sounds so crisp is because and this is a thing about broadcasting, you always try to be clear and concise in what you say. And I also move my mouth around a lot more, so it's easier for people to see and understand what I'm saying, especially if like English isn't your second language. So I make sure that I pronounce everything out and I'm speaking in a very clear and concise voice. But if I'm talking normally, this is what I sound like. Hey, no you, 52-month resub? All right. Okay, Goalie, we're listening for pops here? Let me hear. You start getting the sound of the engines. What would the thumps be before the rumble gets there? I'm sorry, what did you want me to do here? What, was I supposed to be watching for something, or I forgot? I got a little distracted. I'm sorry. I don't hear any particular pops. You got to understand that the rocket is shifting pressure, and there's pressure and sound waves kind of overlapping each other, if I'm remembering this correctly. This isn't really my forte, but I'm gonna guess that it's just the sound with overpressure, that noise. But I could be wrong. But also, I just... It's a pretty good audio capture, dude. Okay, fellas, you hear that creaking noise that's on the top end here? That noise? You feel that noise. Where Goalie is standing right here watching this, that noise reverberates. There's like a resonant frequency with your lungs or something, and you feel that right here, right in your bronchial area. Your glutamus is connected to your upper dorsumi. Science. It's boring. It's a part of my life. No, you'll feel that right there. That's the noise that rockets make. It sounds like a freight train derailing. You're damn right you could, Juice. Yeah. It's that cracking noise that... Guys, look at Falcon 9's fairing. Goalie, this track is fantastic, dude. Watch the fairing. Here, we'll slow it down so you can see it a little better. Ready? Watch. Stand by for maximum dynamic pressure. Actually, that's transonic. It's not max Q. Or approaching transonic, I should say. That is not a vapor cone like that is not it's not necessarily a mark of going faster than the speed of sound. It's just indicating a pressure shift. Oh, that's brilliant. Man, must have been a pretty humid day. Look at how pronounced that cone is. We didn't see that on the cast, man. Damn. Just want to also point out that the flames coming out of the bottom of that rocket engine are pretty much as tall as the entire rocket. Yeah, Goalie, this is great, dude. What a great track. Seriously, that's really good. Really awesome track, man. Alright, so we were messing with this yesterday, or pretty much before I went to New Mexico. Check this out. We just kind of did a little bit of a detour on the MLV because I wanted to see something here. So it would maybe be overpressure. Yeah. Yeah. It has something to do with the sound and the pressure movement, dude. That's why you... Okay, you ever drive down the road, and you're driving down the road with somebody, and they have their window down, and you have your window up, and the thing goes... and it hurts? Literally that. That happens because the pressure in your car because air is getting forced into the window and then getting forced out. You're basically making positive pressure inside of the cabin. So, but there's only one way for the air to go in and out, so it goes boop, 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 and the pressure changes inside of the car really, really quickly. That's what that buffeting noise is. It's the same kind of thing going on there, but I think it's because the rocket... I think it's because the sound waves scrambled. Dude, they do something. They cause that same kind of buffeting thing. But I don't know why. I forget, honestly. My brain probably isn't doing too well because the COVID. Like, it's hard to think because, like, all up in here is all just all messed up. Hey, Sneaky. So here, I wanted to show this off again today. We'll just kind of show where we're at. Wait, you got sick? I got the Ronies coming back from New Mexico, dude. It's a fight. It's a fight. I'm winning. What it's worth. Yeah. I also had to sign like 200 pages of paperwork yesterday to close on that stupid house. Well, with the Ronies. It was great. Boosted? Yeah, Sneaky, of course. It's not too bad, dude. It really isn't. It's I'm gonna say it at this point because of, you know, like 2 years ago this wasn't the case. It's a pretty nasty flu. It's like having a pretty nasty flu. It's not too bad. You get a really hardcore fever. I had one for like 2 days. Like right when I got back, and that night I got back, I was like, I don't feel good. And yeah, it's basically just been a nasty sickness that's just a little, it's like when you get, oh, you ever got Paxpox? It's that. It's literally that. It's like Paxpox. It'll really screw you up for a second. But yeah, I'm okay. I'm all right. It's just lingering a little bit. Like I have the nastiest sinus congestion right now. It's ridiculous. You never got a fever with yours. Yours ended up as a massive head cold. Swag, that's pretty much where I'm at now. I had a fever, and it was nasty. It was a nasty bad fever. Yeah. I was like 101 sustained for like a pretty good amount of time. 101 is, yeah, that's pretty damn warm. COVID brain is 100% a thing. Yeah. All right. Here, fellas, you want to see something cool? Watch this. So let me activate the engines, turn that on, set that to a radial out lock. Watch this. Check out what we were doing before I left for Spaceport America Cup. To an extent, Sneaky. We were messing with potential autopilots. Did autopilot work? When you put in KOS, KRPC in? I don't know. Want to watch that, SpaceX Dragon? We can in a little bit. Stand by for main engine cutoff. Yeah, it doesn't like that. That should be enough to land. Turn on the control surfaces. So I had it automated pretty much up until staging, guys. That's as far as we got, but everything does seems to work well. I don't know if I want to do KRPC or anything like that. Like, I kind of do, but I'm not sure. I also kind of want to see how far we could take Cal autopilots. That would be kind of fun. I honestly think KOS would be a great fit here. I'd rather do KRPC because Python. You learn, at least you'd learn a language. I don't know what that is, Halsey. Okay, so that would have made it, and it has 2285 delta V. Jeez. Give me 1 second, guys. Of course, I got business stuff, right? Guys, give me 1 second. I gotta talk to Bria about something real quick, okay? Here, just enjoy the rocket up in the air. Hey, who's flying this thing? Okay. I thought you were. Me? Oh. Oh, okay. I guess I'll fly it. Alright, let's see if we can get her back down. Nice shirt. Thank you. Look at this thing steer. It's pretty cool. Not bad. I don't think we had a lock. Nope. How? Kraken tech, man. The hinges are way stronger. They don't pop out. I think we would have booped the nozzles in real life, but and we didn't get a lockout on our locking collets aren't in, but it's okay. But yeah, that's kind of what we've been messing with. Do I want to do autopilot? I don't know, maybe. But that actually is working pretty well. Snibbles, first of all, congratulations. Oh, thank you. Autopilot would ensure a different good insertion trajectory every time. Yeah, it would. But what if we have different payload mass? Differential payload mass could work, but we'd have to load the rocket down with ballast every time, and that's kind of wasteful in mission mode, don't you think? I kind of am torn, because I could make autopilot. I could probably make an autopilot that goes... I could make an autopilot that goes all the way up and all the way back down. It would be difficult, but I could do it. But it would only be with one payload mass, you know. So we'd have to ballast it out every time, and I don't know if I want to do that. It's not wasteful if the ballast is fuel. Create programs for it, I suppose.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Hey James, tier 2 63-month resub, thank you. Let's design out the rest of the equipment for this thing, fellas, and then we'll go from there. I don't want to I don't want to go baking an autopilot into this, especially if we want to use KRPC. Then we don't really need that. But that one does fly by itself. That's kind of cool, Linux. Is it needed, Josh? I mean, for mission mode, it would be kind of nice, but yeah, we're more in the process of developing the hardware here for this thing than anything. So I want to finish up the second stage with this and then go from there. All right. Hang on, fellas. I need a tissue. My nose is dripping again. Yeah, Fizz and Chip. I mean, but if we were gonna do something like that, I'd prefer to just code the damn guidance system. You know? Anyway. It's because I'm a magician. This wire's starting to go. Anything else today? Yeah, Sparrow, I know. Oh, man. It's so hard to concentrate, dude. Okay. So let's go back to what we're focused on what we were doing a second ago. So we were, where were we at? So what's left for the launch vehicle? Rocket, it's it's so hard to focus. That's the answer to that question. I have to work on a coupling mechanism. So basically an alignment and coupling mechanism for payload fairing, for the payload fairing, for when we go to put it together. Basically something like this. That's all. And then we have the baseline, right? Like, I have the spots where we could put in an autopilot and stuff, like a Kerbalized autopilot right here. I left a space for it just in case. And this is a good baseline. We could go with a full KRPC automated guided system, or we could go with a Kerbal guided system if we want to. No, Jim, I've taken too much goddamn time off. I don't like it. I've run out of stuff to do and I get bored out of my mind. Alright, let's go. I'm putting my adapters in. There we go. Okay, that's the right place.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
And then on the bottom, hey Revs, what's going on, man? Hey, Nazlik. I'm alright. It's hard to focus, dudes. Like, really hard. We just have to get the alignment mechanisms figured out. It's just so I can put the payload on here. I can put the payload on here and go, but I noticed something. I noticed that this is not snapped to an absolute position. And therefore that fairing is not snapped to an absolute position. See the gap? I don't know how I missed that. Why focusing issues? COVID? Like, I'm having trouble. Like, my brain just goes... Anytime I'm trying to... So, like, usually I can balance this in my head. I'm like, okay, I move that out. one step this way, which means I got to do this, and then I got to do this, and moving that out with this much means we need to close this gap. Like, I can usually just visualize exactly what I want to do in my head and then just do it. I can't do it today. It's like that episode of Futurama when Fry's trying to play the instrument, and he tries to do it, and it's just, it looks like a Picasso painting. I don't know, dudes. It's like that other episode. Simply drink 99 cups of coffee, and you'll get to that 100th cup before you transcend reality and space-time. I'm sorry. What were you saying? You refused to watch the dog episode? I don't blame you. Nah, Sile, I don't want to take the day off. I've taken too many days off. Nice, Bobber. Well, Tarkov is a turn my brain off game, Grab Shark, because I played too much shooters. I can just do it. I just don't want to sit here and become a Tarkov streamer, man. I don't want to do that. I gotta get back to doing KSP. But I can't do it. I can't do it. Well, not I can't do it, guys. I could probably get in there. It would just take me a freaking, like, 6 times as long to get something done that would take me 2 seconds, you know? But then again, I did like going around playing Mosin Man the other day. So, you know what? Yeah, let's just, you know, Tarkov's a little bit more mindless than Kerbal is. So I'm going to switch us over. I just don't want to go mess with the MLV and do something when I'm not in the right frame of mind and screw it all up. Like, I saw that fairing was an absolute snap. Now I got to go figure out why that's not absolute snap, and I don't know. It's just, yeah. Like, it's not every day that my patience wears this thin this easily, but, dude, yeah. So let's just, I'm going to play some more EFT for now, and I like playing it all the time, but we're going to do it. We're going to have some fun. But we still have the SF-12 launch today, and if I'm feeling good after Space News, then we'll play more KSP. If I'm feeling good. I don't know.